Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming. So in this video we are going to look at some PSA cards that I just got back. Decent variety in this one, and I will say that I think all of these cards will be available for sale. We'll start off with some shiny Hidden Fates. Didn't start off too good. We got a 9 on an Eevee, and then a 9 on the second Eevee, and then a 6 on the third one. In which I was like, whoa, why is there a 6? You know, I was looking at these, considering looked pretty good, but I checked the back side, and it was like there was an impression, you know, all the way across the bottom. So I don't think PSA did that, just because it is curved up, and I don't think they have they can do that with the clamps. I have seen the straight clamps before on cards, but so I don't think that was PSA's fault. It should have been mine. Just not seeing it, I guess. But I did send some other ones, and I did get a few 10s. Let's see what we got. So there was 3 10s. So, you know, 50-50. The 6, definitely not going to make any money on that. Got a Lycanroc. Then a Charmander. Just a glossy. I've noticed there's 3 different types. You got the regular shiny cards that come out in the original print. And then now there's like a glossy and then a matte type surface to the shiny cards. So I'm wondering if there's going to be people who try to collect all of those. And then we didn't do too bad. We had several 10s in a row, and then we start hitting a bunch of 8s and 9s. And I'm not completely sure. Maybe it's the centering on some of these that made them drop. But usually the 8s and the 9s on cards like this, they don't do really well in sales. They do okay, I mean, but you know, they're like $20 cards. I mean, it's not like you're going to make anything. If these cards had been, you know, where I had them at release and then I sent them in to be graded, when they come back at 8s and 9s, you usually lose out money that way, because if you sell them at release, they're much higher in price. Whereas nowadays, I mean, you can probably find this Whimsicott GX, you know, $6 to $8, something like that, mint condition. So it wouldn't be as big of a deal grading this and then selling it for $20. At the beginning, you know, when the release hit, you know, it was probably at least a $20 card. Hyper rares in general bottom out there. There's an Umbreon. Nice. Circuitry. Put that one off to the side. Graded some of these Bumblebee Pikachus. These are always selling well. I've got lots of them to grade. They do well in grading. Let's see, what was that? That was 5 for 5 on that submission. You know, Gem Mint 10. Mainly because I have a case of 1,000. I have several cases of 1,000, and I just kind of pull out from those. Got the 8 on the Kabuto. This one has 6. Kind of rough there. There may be a 10 in the submission. I can't remember. I know I needed a 10 for my collection, so I did pull one of those. That's the Fruit Roll-Up Meowth with the gold border. Got the W Brock's Vulpix. I do believe there's a 10 in this sub as well. There's the Pikachu. Got the 9. Arbok Gem Mint 10. Hong Kong League promo. That will be for sale. Put that one in the background. There's the Vulpix I was talking about. So that one will go up for sale. Some of these can get pretty tough to find in Gem Mint 10 condition. Yeah, this very well may be the most expensive card in this video. Got a Lucky Stadium Gem Mint 10 condition. I've already got one of these, so I will be selling this one. It's getting a lot harder to find this card, and people like it because it has Charizard, Pikachu, and Pichu there. Then if you look up to the side there, I don't know if it is or not, but is that? No, that's not. That can't be the Twin Towers. That's the. Is it? I don't even know. But it kind of looks like it, don't it? The Twin Towers over there. This was in 2001, so this artwork would have been mocked up right before those towers had been hit. Got the Unknown J. Gem Mint 10. Pokemon Tower. That's a 9. Pretty much a dud. Got another 10 on the J. Got some Misty Psyducks. Let's see how many we got here. Got 4 9s. Now, and all of these are the Golden Wizard stamps. There were 7 cards in this set. You had the Arbok, you had the Pikachu, you had the Kabuto, the Brock's Vulpix, Misty Psyduck, you got Dark Charmeleon, and I'm missing one off the top of it, War Turtle from base set 2. I think War Turtle from base set 2 has always been the hardest one for me to grade. Alright, next up we have some Mews, number 47. All those are Gem Mint 10. I think I've already got this one up for sale on eBay, so these are going back stock until they sell. This one will be going into my personal collection. It is a Rocket's Minefield gem. It's the corrected one. Again, not too expensive, but I do have a few 10s, and I really just like the errors and corrected cards. I think they're undervalued, something that I set back. Got a Whooper, McDonald's promo. I probably just saw that this was an easy 10, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to grade it. I've got a shiny Rayquaza. I believe this is, I don't know, it's the same one from, I think it's Black and White. Man, I don't even know, it might be Dragon's Exalted on the English side, but Dragon's Blast on the Japanese side, Gem Mint 10. Really nice card. Anytime you get a Rayquaza, it's a Gem Mint 10. Here we've got a Zekrom EX. I think it's EX. It doesn't say this EX, but it's from EX Battle Boost nevertheless. It's a gold card, Gem Mint 10. Definitely going to stick that one in the background. Next up we have some Web Series cards. And these are usually pretty simple Gem Mint 10s. Got that new style back, which makes it a lot easier compared to the old style backs. Again, these all say Web on it. And if you know, this wasn't printed on the English side except for in the Best of Game. But this is where it originated in the Web Series. Got cool artwork. I don't think that Tangela made it to the English side. This is the same artwork as the University Magikarp, so people like going for this. It's much cheaper in the Web Series. I think ungraded, when I sent this in, it was about a $70 card, so imagine Gem Mint 10. Took it up to at least over $100. We'll just have to see. Next up we have a Zapdos, and this one is hollow, the Web Series. And we had all those 10s right there, and then the Pikachu pulled the 9 from McDonald's. That would have been a nice 10. Let me put that one in the background. Got some more Web Series here. I'm going to go through those a little bit more quickly, unless they have some kind of unique artwork. Got the shiny Blastoise. I think that's from Plasma Storm on the English side. Got Colress. There's a nice one, Lugia EX. Gem Mint 10. Got the Cobaline EX. Got the Articuno EX. I always liked that one. I think the colors look pretty nice. Victini, Skyla. Then we have Thunder Knuckle Tornadus full art. I'm finding that the black and white full arts are not that easy to find or to purchase, directly on eBay. Not a lot of these were graded. Maybe because, the release is going to be in general on the Japanese side, but cards like this just don't pop up as frequent as it does on the English side, even though these are way easier to grade than the English versions of these cards. Just not many of them were graded. And they look really nice. I like the way that they do these full arts. Got nice texture to them. Palkia EX, Dialga. I don't even know if I have complete sets on these. I just saw that they looked really nice. They look to be in perfect condition, and I sent them in, and man, it paid off. Almost all of these are Gem Mint 10. Got a Mew EX, look at that. Shiny collection. What else we have in here? Some secret rare Meowths from, I believe this was Noble Victories. Shiny Crocodile. A couple of those. Shiny Runiculus, and Gardevoir, Terrakion, and then it looks like we're going to get into some WotC era Japanese hollows. Got the Articuno with the 8. It doesn't surprise me that most of these are sub 10, because you went from this quality. They're seeing all these perfect, great condition, nothing wrong with them, and then you come up to these and you got the centering this off a little bit. Definitely older, so might have some kind of surface issues centering off in the back. Any little white nick is going to show up. I did get a few Gem Mint 10s, so I'm glad that there were some in there. But usually, I mean, you don't see stuff like 6s and 7s that often on Japanese holos, especially if you've looked at them yourself and checked to make sure that they should have been, you know, at least PSA 10 eligible. You know, I went, what, let's see, this is 2 for like 10, you know, on this order so far. Let's see what else we have. Here's a 10 on Rocket's Trap. And we got a Giovanni's Nidoking. Here's a good one. Got the Blaine's Charizard Gem Mint 10. I think I just sold out of those, so that'll be nice to stick back in the store. Got Koga's Beedrill. Jump all the way down to a 7 with that Ditto. Rocket's Mewtwo and 9. And I did send in quite a few base set. I think I sent in close to 50 base set holos. So we got a Charizard right there. 8 condition, beautiful. And it's definitely not the last Charizard I'll be showing in this video. I believe I have a 10 for sale on eBay right now. There's a 7. We just had an 8. There's a 7. There's a 6. There we go. There's a 9. You know, that's probably more expensive than most of these cards back here, even though it's not a Gem Mint 10. Got another 7. Got a second 9. There's another 8. Moving on to Blastoise, we got 1, 2, 3, we got 4. You know, all of them PSA 9. These are all original base set. Good old Venusaur with the Gem Mint 10. We'll put that one right there. Nidoking with the 9. Got another Charizard, 7. Here we go. Got a Ninetales Gem Mint 10. Blastoise Gem Mint 10. Now we're starting to get in a little bit of a stride there. Gyarados Gem Mint 10. Poliwrath Gem Mint 10. Again, this isn't CP6. These are all original base set. 10 on the Zapdos. And a 9 on the Raichu. 10 on Magneton. 9 on the Mewtwo. I wonder how close we got to a complete 9 set on these base set holos. There's Hitmonchan with the 9. Clefairy with the 9. Little Chansey pulled the 10. Zapdos also with a 9. Another Raichu 9. A couple Magnetons. 3 of them. These are all pretty decent sellers. Got a 9 on the Venusaur, 9 on Nidoking. So we're going to be getting pretty close to a complete set on those. I don't think we'll be too far off anyways. Still got some more to look at. I don't know if I've seen an Alakazam 9 yet. Venusaur, 9. 8. A second Ninetales 10, so that's nice. And then there's a good old random 6. 9 on that Ninetales. There's another Zard. Near mint 7. This seemed to grade the worst out of all of them. Gyarados with an 8. Another 8. And a 7. Poliwrath with a 7 and a 9. Chansey 7, 8, 8. Got 10 on that Alakazam, so that's nice. And there's that 9 we were looking for. And then our last 3 are all Hitmonchans. Got a 9, 9, and a 6. Well, guys, if you saw anything that you like, just let me know. I should have them up for sale soon enough on eBay. Maybe close to a week or so, or longer, depending on how busy I am. But you know, if you message me first, you know, you can get first dibs on it. Those of you who are on Patreon, you see this. Again, just send me a message. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I should have another PSA return coming up pretty soon too.